I'm Kristen Monroe. I'm here today to discuss my diagnosis of osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. So the way I learned that I had bone cancer, my fingers started to go numb. I had some pain over here, down in the fingers, and I eventually found my way to a bone specialist who immediately knew it was a tumor. And he sent me directly to Birmingham, Alabama, and we found out it was malignant. So then I very rapidly started treatment the next weekend, I believe. And I was 14. This was in 1992. Actually, from what I understand, it's a juvenile cancer. It ranges from the age of 10 to 30. Most of the diagnoses are in that age of 14, 15, 16. I think it's very rare. Every now and then an adult will have osteosarcoma. I am unaware if it's a genetic disease. I have had my genes tested. I do not have the oncogene or any family history. It's a rare disease. So some of the signs and symptoms, I would say I had numbness in the fingers, and what had happened was the tumor caused a hairline fracture in the shoulder. There was no tumor that you could feel, nothing you could see. It's very common in the shoulder or the knee. That's where it occurs. So I first found a bone specialist, and then of course went to hematology, oncology, and an orthopedic surgeon. Chemotherapy, surgery. Most of the time, in my situation, we did 2 rounds of massive chemotherapy, had surgery, removed the bone, put a titanium rod back here in where the bone would be, and then had 2 more rounds of chemotherapy, and just moved along. So when I was diagnosed, I believe I was stage 2, which was early, thank goodness. We did the treatment. It did take a while. I was very, very ill the first time I had cancer. Back then there was not a lot of medication for anti-nausea. I would get thrown into ice baths in the middle of the night. My temperature would spike to 104. Got pretty wild for a while. And then I made my 5 years and was cancer-free. Went about my life. I have a daughter, raised her, and then in 2015, I found out I had breast cancer. That was invasive ductal carcinoma stage 2A. Again, caught early, thank goodness. So I would say both of the times that I've gotten cancer, the bone and the breast, I found everything. I tend to be very self-aware. If you think that something is wrong, go get it checked out. When I was younger, I have a very strong family unit. My family was there for me every step of the way. There was one other child patient on the floor with me. He had osteosarcoma in his knee. Most of the support honestly came from the nurses who went above and beyond to do extra things for me. They even visited me at school when I got better and was able to go back to school. I do not know of any organizations back then in 1992, this was 30 years ago. There was not a support group. Like I said, it came from the doctors and the nurses. So when I found Unite, I was class of 2017. It was amazing to be surrounded by other women who understood what I had been through. You can talk about this all day long until you're blue in the face, but nobody really knows what you've been through unless they've been through it too. And I just enjoy it. I'm here to help anyone, answer any questions I can for anybody, a family member. I'm in a Facebook group called Ewing sarcoma, soft tissue sarcoma, and it's mostly parents asking questions about their children and what to do. I've sent a few messages. No one has ever responded, but I try to give advice. So I will say that October 1st means a lot to me. I never thought that I would be recognized for having bone cancer. It never occurred to me. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know that the color was yellow. I didn't know bone cancer had a ribbon color. I hope that when I am there on the runway and people see me, I'm a 30-year survivor, that I can inspire some of the children that are there, some of the parents who have sick children, and see how far I've come and that you can fight this and you can survive.